I just went to see Dune and boy, I am pissed. Let me tell you why coming up after this. Denis Villeneuve's Dune comes out October 21st, 2021. And it turns out, now this may be a spoiler, but not really because it's in the title slide. And you must know this going into the movie. This is only part one. Now maybe you all knew this. Maybe it's in the marketing. I don't pay attention to marketing. I don't watch trailers. So I had no clue going into this. This is not Dune, the movie based on the book, the entire book. This is only Dune Part 1. Apparently they're going to make 2, 3, I don't know how many parts to this. But the movie, 2.5 hours, is only, I guess, half the story. Now that's why I'm furious about this, because I wanted to see the full movie. And in fact, I think they could have made a 3-hour, dare I say 3.5 hour movie based on the entire book of Dune. Heck, just go ahead. This is a Lawrence of Arabia meets Star Wars story. Lawrence of Arabia is 3.5 hours long. Yeah, it's got an intermission in it. But just go ahead and make a 3.5 hour movie out of this because you could do it. Now, Dune is based on the famous Frank Herbert science fiction novel, which probably partly inspired Star Wars. And that's maybe why you see so much Star Wars in this movie. In fact, every 5 minutes I was going, well, that's Star Wars, that's Star Wars. And in fact, this movie is in the long wake of Star Wars. I mean, episodes 4, 5, and 6. You'll just see it all over the place in here. The problem with filming Dune, as David Lynch found out, is that there is a ton of information, a whole lot of world building, a lot of characters, a lot of political interactions, weird names, a dozen languages, and you're just going to have to fit that all into a movie digestible for a movie-going public, most of whom don't care about this stuff, and they're not going to memorize names and places and dates. This movie does sift through some of that stuff pretty competently. You've got basically House Atreides with Oscar Isaac as the Duke, and Rebecca Ferguson as his, I don't know what she is. They say concubine in the middle of the movie, with Timothée Chalamet playing the white savior hero in this. They're a family of the House Atreides. They're going to take over this planet, Arrakis. It's a desert planet with spice. Thus, you have a colonial narrative. And then there's the House Harkonnen made up a bunch of bald guys like me. And I guess they're the bad guys. They have left the spice planet, but sort of a spoiler. There is a betrayal here. There's an emperor figure who they talk about who we never see. And basically House Atreides is betrayed and ruined. There's a lot of classical and ancient stuff in here, including prophecies, premonitions, the idea that one person, there's going to be a savior to come. And okay, this is all in this grand science fiction movie, which is very, very fun to watch. I mean, the visuals are great. The sound is great, although it was grating on my nerves. There's a lot of loud blasts in here. This is like Hans Zimmer's ode to blasty synth music. But I really enjoyed the visual and sonic experience of this movie, and for that reason, I can recommend it. Now, Denis Villeneuve, I don't like him as much as you probably do. I find that, again, his visuals, his soundscape are really, really good. He's good at editing. He really mixes up visuals very well in terms of editing. But I'm always left wanting, in terms of story and character, and especially ideas. I don't know really what this movie is about. Well, I can't even say because it's only half of a movie. To me, you should not pay attention to anybody who analyzes this movie in terms of politics or economics or the state of the world right now. For one, it's pretty thin on that. It also takes place in the year 10,000, so it's a long time ahead in a galaxy far, far away. But it's also just half a movie, so no one can analyze this movie properly to know what it's saying because the story is incomplete. So pay zero attention to anyone who tries to make a political meaning out of this first half of the movie, at least. And I thought that because it's part one and they wanted a 2 to 2.5 hour movie, here it is 2.5 hours, the second half of this part one drug on and on and on. First half's exciting, it's accessible. Second half, you can feel that they're just sort of waiting and waiting and biding their time so that they can make another 2 to 2.5 hour movie in part two. They don't seem to have enough material for a 5-hour extravaganza as they want here with 2 parts to a movie. That's my idea. Why not just make a 3 to 3.5 hour movie? I don't know why. And for that reason, this movie sort of fails, in my opinion, because it just goes on and on with a lot of slow motion, a lot of just chasing people around. Two characters get lost and are chased and chased and chased and chased and chased, and it just goes on and on in that sense. So I don't really love this movie just in terms of its pacing. Visuals are great, soundscape great, characters, plot, pacing, a little bit lacking. I can't properly rate it. If I were to rate it on its own movie, I'd say it's like 2.5, 3.5 stars, something like that. What did you think of Dune? Let us know in the comments. What do you think of me being furious about this? Am I just old? Am I wrong? Did I miss the marketing campaign where it said it's only part 1? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much. Please subscribe for more great stuff from this channel. Have a great day.